Good morning. Welcome to 49ers in 5, your daily update on everything happening with the team that you need to know. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. Today is Thursday, August 15th, 2024. Here's what's happening with your San Francisco 49ers. The big news yesterday, Brandon Aiyuk returned to practice watching, and he was wearing 49ers gear when he did. Really, that's it. That's the update. But it is kind of a thing because he hadn't been at practice since July 31st when the whole handshake gate thing happened. And that was, of course, before the trade to the Patriots and the trade to the Browns and before the meeting with Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch, where things may or may not have gotten heated. So it was kind of a cool thing to see him out there. He was dapping up teammates. He said hello to general manager John Lynch as well. We didn't get any actual news of a signing or a trade, unfortunately, but that was something that happened, and it was different from what we had seen, like I said, since the last time he was there on July 31st. Now, afterwards, George Kittle met the media, and he was asked about their conversation.
You saw that?
I did.
Oh, shouldn't you be watching practice? Sure.
On the field and what
Wearing red for the first time, too? It's crazy. No, there wasn't. Has he worn a Pirates hat out there? That's hilarious. I love Aiyuk. I've played with him for 4 years. I love his mindset every single day. You guys asked Mooney, do you guys miss him? And I think Mooney answered it perfect. It's we haven't played a game without him yet. So as an offense, we don't know how much, his pieces are, you interchange pieces all the time. And, we've had Trent Williams hurt in a game and we've still won. So it's you miss him, but you can make do with it. So we don't know, right, at the end of the day. But I do know that Aiyuk is a fantastic football player, and the energy that he brings every single day just elevates us. So just being able to have a conversation with him because, I don't see him all the time. I'm in camp mode, and just being able to have a conversation with him is fantastic, just how he's doing and if everything's going away the way that he wants it to go. And it was actually fun. We went to dinner on one of our off nights, and we're pulling out of valet, and he parks into valet. And so just seeing him, I was like, hey, I haven't seen you in a couple of days, man. How are you doing? So just the chance to see him is always fantastic. Love the smile on his face.
Veteran move there by Kittle, talking a lot, not saying much. One answer he did give, though, that I thought was pretty interesting was just how much he has spent of his own money on his body and keeping his body in shape and able to take the pounding of the NFL.
I think I learned a lesson early on in my career. My agent told me, he was like, you know what, you're a 5th-round draft pick. You don't have, nothing's guaranteed. You don't know how long you're going to play. But when it comes to your body, that's your business. So spend money on your body as long as you're not doing stupid stuff. My facility itself probably cost me $1 million. It's something that, I had a dream about. And, if you build it, they will come. Field of Dreams reference there, a little Iowa stuff. And that was my goal, is just I wanted a football field. I wanted a training facility. I like to train with other guys, so I wanted to have enough space. I have anywhere from 12 to 16 guys almost every single day of the entire offseason. It's a fantastic time. I like to put myself around really talented football players to, one, compete against them to see how they're doing, but also to bring them along with me because I feel like I train at a really high level all the time. And so also being able to train, I train 6 offensive linemen every single day, so I have guys that do pass pro with, I have guys that do run game stuff with, hold pads, who know how to do stuff. But, I spend a lot of money on my body because, at the end of the day, too, it's if you spend $50,000 on your body one off season, it gets you one more year in the NFL. Vet minimum's over $1 million, so I think that's a pretty good investment.
I once heard someone describe an athlete's body as a machine that prints money. And yeah, if you had one of those, you would pay a lot to make sure it was up and running for as long as possible. Finally, it wouldn't be a George Kittle press conference without a little bit of fun, right?
You guys really need to up your sneaker game. It's absolutely atrocious. I got some Vomeros, those are fire. And Grant wears Vans every single day. New Balances, they look like Vans. Yeah, those are Vans. It's okay. But you wear those every day, so I need you to switch those up. But I observe all your guys' shoes, and I am disappointed in you guys as a community. So if we could up those, please. It's year 8, guys.
Hey, George, there's nothing wrong with New Balance, okay? I have 2 pairs of New Balance, and I wear them every day. We always give you one thing to read, one thing to watch, and one thing you might have missed. One thing to read on this Thursday, Rohan Chakravarthy of Niners Nation has a great article, 7 questions ahead of the Niners preseason game. It's up on ninersnation.com right now. Highly recommend you go check it out. Again, link description episode. I tell you every time we do this. One thing to watch, our own Steph Sanchez was a guest of Sour Death Sam on 49ers Public Access yesterday. If you're unfamiliar with Sour Death Sam, get familiar with him. He has one of the most unique 49ers shows of any content creator out there, and he's a good interviewer as well. So you definitely want to check that out. Again, link description episode. Finally, one thing you may have missed. Jim Harbaugh apparently offered Colin Kaepernick a coaching position shortly after Harbaugh became head coach of the Los Angeles Chargers. Quote, he'd be a tremendous coach if that's the path he chose, Harbaugh said. He's considering it. He was out of the country. He said he was going to get back to me. We haven't reconnected since then. That was early in the year. Let me just say it would be fascinating to see Colin Kaepernick return to an NFL sideline as a coach after he was completely blackballed as a player. I hope it happens, but the fact that Cap hasn't gotten back to him probably gives us the answer that we need. That's a wrap on today's 49ers in 5. Please rate, review, and follow the Gold Standard Podcast Network wherever you get your audio podcasts. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. Click the bell so you know when we go live, which is every single weekday for you. Today, I'll be live with Levin Black, 10 a.m. Pacific time. We'll break down the Aiyuk stuff. We'll look ahead to preseason game 2, which could see some big names on the field. So a lot to break down. Make sure you join us for that. Enjoy your Thursday, everybody. I'm Rob Stats Guerrera. We'll talk later today.